Okay. Are we a patch early for this one?
We definitely are, because Ezreal in the next patch is pretty hilarious in the amount of impact that he has. But still, my favorite pace game I've ever seen was him on Ezreal back in Challengers, summer 2022. And I gotta say, I really trust Paze to pilot Ezreal well, but I don't know how good you're going to be feeling. It's going to be Poke versus T1 with a lot more fighting power here, Atlas.
We'll see how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. The El Clasico, game number 1. Let's jump onto the Rift.
The curve is flattened. So earlier on, it's a lot stronger, which is also why it's getting nerfed next patch, because it generates just a little bit too much gold. We'll see how he's able to utilize it here. Does tell me that he's going to be looking to get up in T1's face right from the get-go.
Yeah. And no harm, no foul. However, Ona being able to trade evenly on that front is certainly good news, as Lehens goes in, looks for Carrier, as Paze and Gumayusi fighting, and Guma's going to say that that one is absolutely fine. The flash forward, almost, but there it is! For Carrier, oh my goodness, Lehens being able to pick it up with the Ignite, and Carrier flashing away. A 2v2 kill in the first 4 minutes. I was not ready. T1 going to move on over and grab themselves a dragon. Canyon a little bit distracted by a raptor camp. You can see that there is scuttle vision. Not going to work out, as Canyon is going to miss the spear, because Arctic Assault does get Ona out of the area.
Zeus, he's just living his best life. His owner paying a visit towards the top side.
Yeah, making his way in. Zeus is already ghosted, as Keen was trying to get out of there. It doesn't quite work. Walks back, picks up a rock, but he's just dead. That is going to be the Glacial Prison. Ona going to place him right into it, and that is going to even out the kill score on the top side of the map. T1 on the board. Passive as well as a call. Crazy. Anyway, Lehens making his way in towards his bottom side, and there is a ward in this brush as well. There's the flash forward. Stuns go by as Solar Flare will connect. And Zeus, absolutely nowhere to go after the flash, and that is a kill going over to Paze this time around. Is this safe enough?
But we're about to find out.
Has his flash up and available. Ona is in the area, but you can see Jonah Strong is messing with us, keeping us in the dark, quite literally, as Lehens pokes his head out. This is what we were trying to hide.
These lanes, most notably mid. Genji's going to be set up, so T1, they need to try and get in here, but they're taking a lot of poke.
Yeah, there's the Weaver's Wall as Paze is on the other side of it. Carrier goes in, True Shot Barrage is decent, but Genji's health bars are going down so incredibly low already. Both of the tanks have been taken out, and Paze, the only one with a decent health bar. Canyon not going to quite be able to make it out there, as Jovi will finish him off, and Paze is flashing over the top of the seismic shove. And now it's Gumayusi and Ona that are on the run. Genji walk out victorious.
The game where I got excited about Paze was when he played an Ezreal game. And, you know, his 100% kill participation, so far so good.
And the way that he played that last fight as well, aggressive Ezreal. That is what you want to see.
You have to.
So many times we see Ezreal play, professionally or not, where it is just a little bit too passive. You utilize your Arcane Shift to play defensively. Utilizing it well, I think, is using it to go forward.
You know he's giggling.
Speaking of going, oh, never mind, going backwards.
Hit the knock up, hit the CC chain, and then go from there.
Well, Canyon looking for a bit of a pincer play as the Glacial Prison doesn't find the mark. Weaver's Wall comes down as Chovy gonna get pushed back. A flash from Lehens, but he's got nowhere to go. Solar Flare comes in, he stays alive. It's the Primal Surge that keeps him up. Still, he's out of this fight now. Carrier also very low. True Shot Barrage, not really finding the key targets. Neither does the Seismic Shove, and T1, they cut their losses. Still, it's only a 3,000 gold lead for Genji at this point in time. That first Drake that T1 picked up, still very, very good, because Genji have tried to get a monopoly on it afterwards, but now the Destiny comes in. Chovy gonna just flash over the wall, and he is going to be fine. Canyon looks for an opportunity. Solar Flare comes in as Gumayusi has just dove on top of him. Not quite enough damage to take him down, though. True Shot Barrage is going to be great, and Gumayusi will be immediately punished. Shield of Daybreak, Carrier goes down as well, and Genji will fight back, and Paze is looking for more. They get the vision onto Zeus there, but he's not going to be discovered. That was a blind one from Canyon. Decent little attempt, but it doesn't quite work out, as Keen will be able to lock down Faker here, who was on the wrong side of that turret.
There have been so many flavors of Ezreal as well. Remember, what was it, Blue Ezreal?
Yep.
That was a fun one. We had Smite Ezreal for...
Double tier Ezreal?
Oh, yeah.
Which I guess was Blue Ezreal.
No, but there were like, I swear there were like 3 flavors of like different eras of blue Ezreal as well.
He has certainly abused items for a long time, and now it is Zeus' turn. Oh dear, Alcove Gaming not his favorite, as Keen was looking to cut him off in case there was a destiny to try and get home, but he wasn't going anywhere. But I also imagine that T1 will be on the blue side next time around as well. So not counting them out in the series, but this game is looking rough as Carrier is going to go for a bit of an engage here. Chains of Corruption going to connect as well, but the flash out from Canyon avoids the piercing arrow. We've got a lot of Glacial Prisons, but it's Faker that falls down, and Chovy just stands his ground. Now Zeus on the other side of the fight, he'll find Paze, who instantly cleanses. Now waiting for that Arcane Shift to get over the wall. Valkyrie is there for Chovy as he closes in, and Canyon, he'll find the spear onto Carrier. Nowhere for him to go, and now they're underneath this inner turret, and I do not think they're safe. Keen able to tank forward, Gumayusi to be taken down. The executions one after the other, and Genji, I mean, it's only Ona left standing. They'll take this inner turret and maybe more. And he's looking really, really good on it this time around as well. Spear, not going to quite find the mark there, but there is poke coming from absolutely everywhere. Zeus, oh my goodness! Canyon and Chovy doing a whole lot of work. Doesn't find that rocket, but it doesn't matter. They'll find the inhibitor and the one in the mid lane as well, as Genji utilizing this Baron relatively effectively, moving up to a 3k Baron power play.
It's a pretty good one, Atlas.
They're not going to spend that money, I don't think, because I think maybe this could be the last ditch as, okay, Ona goes in, looks for that fight, but Carrier, he's going to be the one to suffer for it. In goes Lahens as well. True Shot Barrage finding some targets. Gumayusi going to be his first one. And now Chovy just wants over the wall. He'll flash it in the end as Faker on the fountain, not going to be able to get anything done. And Genji, they will be able to claim the first Nexus in this series over T1, and we'll see what they have for us in Game 2.
Denilly was a large part of where the problems arose, but I don't think it's just that. I think Pace coming out with the Ezreal came as a pretty large surprise. I definitely wasn't expecting it, at least not on this patch.
I guess maybe they could just Ezreal.
Could just do it again. Not a whole lot of reason not to. Into Jhin. Jhin obviously also a bit of a lane bully.
Or Ziggs.
I think it should be it wouldn't even, like, you know what, I'm thinking about it. Ziggs wouldn't even be bad, right? Because you can Lance can roam, and I'm not feeling great about the odds.
Yeah, well, we did see kind of a similar one work from Genji, but T1 have changed things up. Let's jump onto the rift for Game 2. Find themselves a victory.
That
I
would
think
also
it would be
pivotal.
pivotal.
Oh, I really liked your huge vibes. I thought, like, we're gonna end on a high note. We're gonna, you know, keep it positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're going for, but it could be really hard. And I don't know whether this the Yone situation that we saw yesterday is going to be something that will occur again. Because it was Chovy that kind of taught BDD how incredibly strong Yone was. If you guys remember, one of the most dominant games ever. As Lahens goes in once again, Zenith Blade is going to connect onto Gumayusi as he walks his way out. Good Mystic Shot there from Paze as Lahens going to start drinking some potions. That hurt. As Carrier going to be softened up as well. Lahens, you can see, looking for it, waiting for that level 2, wanting to get that shield to Daybreak. Or the Eclipse for the extra tankiness.
Oh, Atlas.
Okay, we're looking for a dive here. No 2v2 kill, but there's the Zenith Blade in. Immediate cleanse flash from Gumayusi as they're trying to get that kill first. It is going to be first blood going over to Carrier, but it's a 1-for-1 immediately. Still, I mean, with the fact that Gumayusi goes down, still a benefit for Genji, but they traded one back, and that is so important. Oh, wow.
Start this up, and Lahens might be waiting in that brush.
Well, in goes in, yeah. Flash out immediately from Ona. He is not going to risk that one.
His W, but in the end, it's not enough. As
yeah, Ona is going to get pounced on here. He does stun himself, does Canyon, but now Ona not going to dodge that direction. Still, Canyon's going to be able to grab this Merkwolf and get out of there. And Ona not wanting to give those up, although will be distracted by some Shellfish first up. And Canyon not wanting to give that one away. He's going to be able to steal it with a smite. And Ona going to have to get out of there as Rocket Jump comes in. Ultimate misses there from Chovy. He's taking a lot of damage as there it is. The Impale, but the flash out from Faker just too good. As Paze possibly going to get stunned up as Lahens is right under the turret. I don't know about that one, but Gumayusi goes down. And Paze is able to pick up that kill. Can he get the other one onto Carrier as well? And it looks like the answer is going to be no. You're going to see this from FaZe's perspective here. Great block from Lahens, and when he went in, I love this from FaZe. The young man just says, no, I will not make you look silly by going underneath that turret. We're going to kill it. Is the fact that FaZe is ready to go in on one of Lahens' crazy journeys. And it's beautiful to see, as Canyon's just going to get engaged on here. Carrier pulls the trigger in a moment, and Canyon misses the flash. Gen G just going to get punished out of nowhere here.
Big win there for T1. This game, even though some parts of it look similar, still feels very different to the previous game.
Resources invested into trying to make it happen. And this time around, T1 have been able to punish Canyon as Carrier in once again. There's the Magnet Storm. They don't quite find Paze, but Lahan standing his ground. And Carrier just going to get punished. Paze finding the last auto. And Ona just not here in time. Paze still fighting more as there's the cleanse to get out of the way of the seismic. Oh, speaking of seismic shove, it is Paze that now needs to have the curtains blocked. And Ona down so incredibly low. Canyon going to punish him. Gumiyushi just needs one. Give the man one. But he's not going to be spared it as Canyon looks for the spear. Good dodge from Gumiyushi, but he wanted kills. Oh my god. Okay, Paze. Leave him alone. In fact, let's watch this. Okay, never mind. We'll watch this one instead as Lahan's going to take a little bit of a walk out here as Eclipse did wear off, so therefore was a bit more susceptible as this should be 6 grubs going over to Gen G this time around. It's going to be fighting Zeus, throwing rocks around, things like that, as once again, Faker going to be engaged on. The Weaver's Wall coming down there from Ona as he makes his way in. Flash out from Chovy, but Faker there to answer. Chovy not dead just yet, but does manage to get the reset, and Faker is out of there once again. Some teleports coming in, as we could see, but Zeus was able to stop Keen from that top side of the map.
You know, it's like you either get the absolute crazy engage or you just don't really have a shot. Still behind in a couple of key matchups. As
FaZe finding a great trade there. True shot barrage. Gumiyushi knows exactly what's coming. Gonna move out of the way. He really is.
Oh, it's bot lane Herald instead. T1 does have a response, but I don't know if they have enough members.
Yeah, Flash comes out just to avoid the ultimate from Chovy here. A seismic shove just barely not able to land onto Lahens there. So the turret will go down. As, okay, Gumiyushi looking for the angle. Canyon's in trouble, and there it is. It's Carrier that locks it down in the end. Seismic shove opted into by Lahens, and the last bullet will rain true. Gumiyushi going to grab that kill. It's his second of the game, 100%. I think this supportal combat not going to be that great for Carrier, as there's the ulti. Fate Seal gets a flash out of Ona as Chovy back out of there again, but Carrier doesn't have that option as Paze locks it up with a Mystic shot. Gen G straight out of the gate once again swinging.
Might be able to get even more because the mid lane turret's still standing here for T1. They want to hold on to that.
Yeah, Gen G need to probably say goodbye to theirs pretty quickly, but they will not push the issue this time around. Hair's breadth still left on that one. 20 seconds on this next dragon is, oh dear, okay. Getting out of there. And then join this potential fight here. You can see both of them going back home now. Teleport coming in immediately. Keen does have his Merc Treads now completed as well. Picks up some rocks from the bottom of the river. Let's see whether he can throw them at T1 effectively. Finds Zeus with one of them. He's been doing that all game. Really got his eye in as, okay, now the Weaver's Wall will be able to guarantee this outer turret. Paze not too phased by it. Keen also, I mean, walls don't exist for Skana.
So the big difference between this game and the last one, besides what we already talked about, is that T1 has way more map control. So you saw as well that the amount in the previous fight, that the amount of poke that Gen G can reliably land is way lower. There's also no Corki. That obviously changes.
It's a maneuver as Lahens is, okay, Carrier is flashing out, but there's the ulti from Chovy. He gets bounced around, but it's just enough damage that's being done. And Ona is just torn away from the map. Teleport coming in, Gen G committing to this one. Kraken Slayer done for Chovy as he makes his way back into the fight. Keen, incredibly tanky curtain call has been utilized. Lahan's not going to be able to tank too many of these. Finally, he does go down, and there is a huge impale from Keen. Paze now able to free hit once again. He'll pick up a double as the Arcane shifts, flashes, and gets himself forward. It's one last one, thanks to that beautiful red buff that was given to him so kindly by Canyon. He's going to take yet another kill, and now Gen G are going to press even further forward. Owner, he just got out of the death chamber, and they're looking to put it back. There's the Mystic Shot snipe. Beautifully played by Payson. Can we cancel the buffs of that Baron Pit beautifully? They'll now put it to work, taking down this inner turret towards the top side. Seismic Shot avoided here by Lehens as he finds the Solar Flare, or at least the slow, onto Owner and Faker. Fair bit of damage going down. Shattering Strike coming in. Carrier trying to get them away from this, but this is just not going to stand in front of Gen G. There is at least a tower falling down on the bottom side. Seismic Shove is going to connect onto Keen, but he just doesn't even notice. He doesn't care. Maybe that he thought it was gap close that he could utilize as the fate is sealed for Gumayushi. The spear going to execute him. Keen crashes into a Nexus turret. And it should just be the 2-0 right here, right now for Gen G as they do not stop pushing forward. A 10,000 gold lead, and our MSI champions are looking to continue that streak into the LCK with a 2-0 start to the season. If this will ever die.
No MSI hangover for this team. Lehens is cackling.
He had a brilliant series. This guy right here, though. And Faker did a bit of damage on the T1 side, but Pays, I mean, he was just off the leash.
Very much, guys. This is Jason for the PUG interview translation, joined by the bottom duo on the side of Gen G after their clean 2-0 victory up against T1. Congratulations, you guys achieved a very clean win against T1 and climbed to the top spot. How do you feel, Lehens? It's another clean win for us, so it feels amazing, and we will keep working hard for the upcoming matches. I did have a really clean and smooth game, so it feels amazing. Pays. You guys brought out the classic bot duo lane, Ezreal and Leona. Ezreal is actually getting buffed in the next patch, so what meta analysis led to this pick? Leona right now is pretty good, and we were thinking which AD goes well with Leona, and then on the second phase of the pick and ban, we thought Ezreal would be a decent pick. Lehens, how was the Ezreal-Leona comp? I mean, it's a classic combo, right? Pays, but in Scream, if he does not have Leona by his side, he cannot land his Qs. But if he has Leona as his support, he becomes the best Ezreal in the world, according to Coach Kim. So I had to play Leona for him to make sure that he lands those mystic shots. Lehens, it was very important to have lane parity with that comp, and your performance was outstanding. Let's take a look at this first blood. How did you see that angle? Well, this actually, enemy kind of overextended a lot, and then we already had a very high proximity of our jungler as well, so we were just trying to juggle it around and then wait for Canyon to arrive, but we managed to get a lane kill even before he arrived. So what are your thoughts on the tank support meta featuring champions like Leona Alistar that synergize well with Warmogs? I don't really, like have a high preference on a specific meta, When a meta emerges, I have to just adapt to it. Does that mean you're confident in any kind of meta? Not really, but maybe kind of, just a little bit. And Pays, your Ezreal performance was a complete cinema. It's been a long time since we actually saw a precise skill shot from an Ezreal. Were you also surprised by your own Ezreal performance? I mean, it depends on days. Ezreal, you have to be on a really good day to make sure that you lend all of your skills. But I have never had such a great day like today, so I was also kind of surprised. Like, wait, why is it going so well? And your teammates also mentioned that your Ezreal has improved so much. Have you been putting in a lot of effort to increase your proficiency? I mean, my Ezreal has always been decent, but last year there was never a Ezreal meta, so my Ezreal got a little bit rusted, and then now it's back in the meta, so I kind of got back on the, back on the track. Now Pays, 9 minutes into the game number 2, we were able to see a great teamwork from Gen G. So can you walk us through the situation? Terrell came in. I thought Talia was right behind him, so I was like, wait, this is doomed. And then Talia was a little bit far away, so thankfully I was able to finish up the route. And then after that,
리엔즈 선수?
정말.
Leanne, would you like to follow up on this?
아니야, 그냥 이
So-
부분은 사실 별걸 없었고 그냥 다들 아무 말
Nothing much
없이
happened here. We were actually not speaking much. We were just trying to do our
사실 한대 맞은
best in order to play out that situation. I mean, Leona took a shot for Ezreal. Pace, we're thankful.
아, 예,
I mean, that's what he has to do, you know?
예, 그렇군요. 좋습니다.
Obviously, he has to tank for Ezreal, so yeah. And Leanne's also replied, yeah, he's our prince, so I have to take care of him.
역시 또 왕자님은 다른 건가 이런 생각이 들었는데 왜 그때 귀환 누르셨어요?
And Pace, you were just recalling over there. How are you so chill? Well, this time, Canyon was Nidalee, so I have to make sure he gets all the creeps he needs to scale. So I decided to just go back and let him take all the minions. And then that was the fastest game this season, and Genji's bottom duo won't stop having Lane Kingdom. Is that thanks to Mara's intense coaching or maybe training?
일단 네, 확실히 마타 코치님께서
Well,
기대 많이 해주셔가지고
Yeah, he does give us a lot of, good quality feedback, which means we get scolded a lot.
지금도
I mean, we always get scolded by Mara anyways. So I'm kind of afraid to go back to the green room, but still, yeah, he's giving us a lot of help, so amazing. And he was able to help us out to improve a lot. What about you, Pace? Yeah, he really helped us in terms of, synergizing together as a bottom duo. But I think we have to improve ourselves. So with Mara's intense training and teaching and coaching, we will be able to perform even better.
6월 18일 곧 캐년 선수의 생일이기도
And
합니다.
just in 2 days, June 18th is Kenyon's birthday. Last time, you were singing a happy birthday song so wonderfully for Keen. So could you sing one for Kenyon here as well, together with Pace?
한번 해볼까요?
생일 축하합니다. 생일 축하합니다. 사랑하는 김건부 생일 축하합니다.
A happy birthday song by Pace and Lehan's for Kenyon, who's having a birthday in 2 days. Genji secured another victory up against T1, and your next opponent is KT, the only team that actually beat Genji in the regular season last spring. What is your resolution? We got a 2-0 win today, so I hope we can come back with an improved performance next time and get another win. I want to make sure to continue this momentum. Thank you. And that's the end of the interview from Lehan Space on the side of Genji, and back to the space. Thank you.